When spring comes, a lot of us think of flowers blooming or trees budding.
Those are among the sights and maybe the smells of spring, but there are also the sounds of spring, and that includes birds chirping.
And they are already starting to make their return. Fox 11 meteorologist Phil DeCastro has more.
The signs of winter haven't quite faded yet, but waiting for warm weather is for the birds. That is, unless we're talking about migratory birds, many of which are now returning to northeast Wisconsin. It's a marked change from last year's migration.
Last year was such a bizarre year for migration. There never was that big, huge wave of migration. It seemed like they just kept trickling through for a long time because we had those weird weather patterns last year. This is actually a much more typical winter and spring.
Some migratory species don't go far during the winter months. The red-winged blackbird doesn't even leave the state, so they're typically among the first to reappear. They've been back for a couple of weeks now. Some birds that appear to disappear never actually left.
A lot of people don't realize that goldfinches are here all year round, even though just now they're just starting to turn yellow. They look different in the winter, and so a lot of people don't realize that those little yellow birds that are so beautiful in the summertime are actually here all year round. They just don't look like they do in the summertime.
Others that have arrived are only using northeast Wisconsin as a pit stop, like tundra swans. They're easy to spot in many fields this time of year, often numbering in the hundreds or even thousands while they camp out in fields for a few days, getting a rest and feeding before continuing north. Meteorologist Phil DeCastro, Fox 11 News.
The next big group of birds expected to arrive will be the warblers, and we understand that they have filed their flight plans for mid-April, followed by the hummingbirds in late April and the orioles moving in through May.